Developing situation. We are working hard to get you confirmed information here tonight. We're now learning all public schools in Lewiston will be closed, as well as some neighboring school districts in that area of Maine.
Thank you for being with us here tonight at 11. I'm Marissa Tansino.
And I'm Steve Botari. So very clearly still a very active situation. New information coming in every few moments. A team working to get you that information. And here is what we know right now as we hit the 11 o'clock hour. The shootings happened at least two locations, about 4 miles apart from each other in the city of Lewiston. About 35,000 people live in that city. The first was at a place called Spare Time Bowling. The other at a bar, also a pool hall in that area, some 4 miles away. Bates College is in between the two. Maine State Police telling people of Lewiston to remain off the streets while they search for this person of interest, Robert Card. And they released these photos. Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office putting out the surveillance video from one of the scenes from the bowling alley. You can see the man, gun up, appears to be an AR-style rifle. Sources telling ABC News the suspect has a history of military service and is in fact a firearms instructor. Lewiston Police then releasing this photo here, a white hatchback that is believed to have belonged to the shooter.
We first got word of the shootings a little before 8 o'clock tonight when the sheriff's office put out an alert that it was investigating two active shooter situations. All businesses were asked to lock down or close, and people were asked to shelter in place in their homes.
And I want to show you the scene at Central Maine Medical Center. This is the largest hospital in Lewiston. It's a level 3 trauma center. It is responding to this as a mass casualty event. You can see the number of EMS and other crew there. The stretchers on the outside of the building waiting for those patients to arrive to rush them in for emergency treatment. They say they can't release specifics on the number of casualties at this time. The parent company, Central Maine Healthcare, saying it is coordinating with other hospitals all around New England to take in patients as needed. Now, the smaller hospital in that city, this is one of two hospitals, the other being St. Mary's Health, saying it has also received patients. WMUR's Ross Keschke is there for us in Lewiston, Maine. Ross, I know you're awaiting a press briefing at any moment. What can you tell us about what you know right now?
Maine Health and Maine Medical Center Express.
Well, Steve, right now we are standing in the City Council chambers here at Lewiston City Hall. It's become sort of a makeshift staging area for the media as we await that update from Maine State Police. Right now we can tell you that through ABC sources, we have learned that up to 20 people are dead, dozens of others injured in the shooting at two separate locations here in the city of Lewiston. Just for a little bit of context, the city of Lewiston, small city, just about a 40-minute ride north of the city of Portland. It's along the Maine Turnpike, the main highway that runs through the state of Maine. And we want to show you these pictures. They're from the Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office. They're asking with anyone with information on this man who they have identified as Robert Card to reach out. Any information that they can provide as they continue to search for him. You can see here in this photo, he was armed with a large AR-style rifle walking into that bowling alley. That was one of the two places we know that these shootings took place. News 9 has learned the other location, as Steve mentioned, was a nearby pool hall. The two scenes just about 4 miles away from each other, with the well-known school Bates College just in the middle of the two. There are two major hospitals here in the city of Lewiston. Central Maine Medical Center is the largest, also the smaller St. Mary's. Both say they are preparing for mass casualty events and coordinating with other hospitals here in the Northeast to be able to take in patients. We also know that organizations like Boston MedFlight have been in the air helping out with those operations. We also know that President Joe Biden has been briefed on this at the White House. The local school district here in the city of Lewiston also announcing that all schools will be closed for tomorrow. Now, Maine law enforcement also helping out here on the scene. We know that the state of New Hampshire's police helicopter, the state police helicopter from the state of New Hampshire, is in the air helping out with the investigation from the air for the dozens, if not hundreds, of law enforcement officers on the ground here in the city of Lewiston. Again, we are here at City Hall, right in the middle of downtown. We've been watching some of this play out on the streets, a chaotic scene at times as we wait to learn more from Maine State Police.
And Ross, it's about a 2-hour drive from Manchester. It took you about 2 hours to get there, and this situation was already well underway and developing. Police there, of course, as we mentioned, asking people to shelter in place, stay in their homes. But we can imagine, as you mentioned, the chaos that may have been felt throughout the community. What were you seeing on your way to where you are now?
Well, the closer we got to Lewiston, the more police officers that we saw. As we were driving up the main turnpike, Interstate 95, just about every one of the turnarounds past the city of Portland had at least one state police cruiser or county sheriff's cruiser stationed there. Once we got off of the highway here in the city of Lewiston, we also saw dozens of police cruisers moving around. As we got here to City Hall, we could also see a large armored police vehicle moving around the downtown area. But frankly, other than those police vehicles, it's eerily quiet here in the city of Lewiston. Marissa, as you mentioned, there is that shelter-in-place order for not just the city of Lewiston, but all of Androscoggin County. In fact, once we arrived here and our cell phones started to pick up some of the signal, we got alerts on our cell phones alerting us of that shelter-in-place order. They're asking everyone, stay inside, keep your doors locked as they continue to search for that suspect.
And Ross, look, I know that you've covered the Maine area for several years as a reporter. I was there for several years as a reporter as well. Once you get outside of Lewiston, very quickly it becomes very rural. So here we are past 11 o'clock. This suspect, as of the last report, still at large as police start to search for him. Has there been any indication there is any kind of perimeter, or are they really just trying to get the public information out there quickly with those photos, with the suspect vehicle as well, trying to create some kind of indication as to where he may be?
Yeah, Steve, so far no perimeter that we've been able to see here on the ground. But again, we are just not stuck, but we are being told for our own safety to stay here at City Hall. So we haven't been able to see with our own eyes too much around the surrounding area. It was surprising, though, how quickly state police and the Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office were able to get out a photo of this suspect. It seemed about less than an hour after that first reports of the shooting came in to get information out to the public, because as you mentioned, you leave the greater Lewiston area, and especially past dark, it becomes a pretty vast and rural area. And so police certainly have a very big job on their hands here, also looking to ensure the safety of the tens of thousands of people who live in this area.
All right, Ross Ketchke in Lewiston now standing by for that press conference. Ross, thank you for what you're doing out there, and we will come back to you once that briefing begins. Right now, as we learn more about this developing situation tonight, we are hearing from multiple agencies and government officials.
It's really the whole of government at a state and federal level has been brought in. They've flooded in resources to this area right now, especially with the search still ongoing.